All right, I'm not going to repeat everything I said. Okay, when we do these ones, we're going to draw a line graph of Sydney, then Melbourne, then Brisbane. They're going to be on top of each other. And the way it works is they add on to each other. So we'll just do Sydney first, and then we'll show you what happens with Melbourne. So first one for January for Sydney is 103. So just put your point there. 117.1. Now, obviously, this is approximate because 133, 126, May, 120, 131. Sorry? 98.2, 79.8, 69.9, 77.5, 83.1, and 79.6. So something like that. Something like that. I mean, mine's not perfect. Use a ruler to join your dots. It's hard when the scale's not very good. Once again, the bigger the scale, the more detail you can put in. But also depends, if you've got like a 5mm grid paper, then you should be able to measure to each millimetre pretty closely. Yeah, on this it's not too good. Okay, so then you shade in that. Okay, so here's how we go with Melbourne. Melbourne is the second one. Melbourne gets added on top. So January in Sydney was 103 mil. Melbourne is 49. So what we do is we go up 49 mil from the 103. So that's going to bring us up to about 152. Okay, so it adds on each time. So sometimes it's handy to have a calculator there so you can just add the two of them together. What some people do is they'll go, okay, they'll do 103, then they'll do 152, and then they'll add another 159.6 onto it. Okay, does that make sense what I just said? So they'll go 103 plus, well, they'll go 103 plus the 49, so they've got that. Then they'll add the 159.6. They go, okay, that goes up to 311.6. So my mark would be there. So they do all three of them in the one go and then work their way across. Does that make sense? It's up to you how you do it. Whether you do all of Sydney, then all of Melbourne, all of Brisbane. Each one? Yeah, fine. Well, as long as someone's got a calculator in front of them, because rather than me flicking back and forth. Okay, so if you want to do the next one, we've got 117.1 plus 47.7. My only problem is I've got to change colours. Okay, what she's done is she's taken the 117.1 and added the 47.7 to it to work out where you'd put your next one up. Okay, so what'd you get? 164.8. And then the third one? That one? Oh, Jan, 103, then 152. Yeah. 311.6. 311.6. Third, what? Oh, hang on. So you're doing, which one? Hang on. Are you doing all of Melbourne now? Or are you doing all of February now? Oh, okay. Okay. I thought you were doing all of Feb. So you're going to do all of Melbourne and then go back and do all of Brisbane. Yeah. Okay. No, that's fine. Okay, so Melbourne. So you should have 185.5. Then you should have 185. Yeah, cool. Then 177.6. 181.9. Then 146.9. Then 129, 130.4. I've just done September. Yeah. Sorry, August. Just August. August. With which one? 129.3. The scale's too small for you to get it precise. Yeah, 129.3 was September. What's October? 145.2. Then November, 143.3. December, 139.7. Happy with that? Once again, use a ruler. Just slow down. Let everyone else catch up. We're all using your calculation. Almost there. Horses being held. Unless they're Brahmins. Won't take long the way you guys are genetically modifying everything you come into contact with. I agree. Stop genetically modifying things. It's not bad. For a sheep, that's not a bad life. Especially out here. Alright. So what do we got? 311? So January was 311.6. So what he's doing now is he's just adding all three together. We should also thank you, Jacob, for making it so that we don't have to do it. Yeah, points. That's what Brisbane is. Brisbane jumped by 159.6. Sorry. Next one. 323.1. Hey. Sorry. Doesn't help that my boards decided to be a bit inaccurate for a minute. Yes. So up to April. 227. That was April. Was it? 277. Let's pick up. 277. Next. So up to May. Cool. 2:51. You're not watching which recording? This one. Just remember that just before May, there's Bell. Yep. And then July. What'll probably happen is you won't necessarily have to draw it. You'll have to interpret it, which is much less tiresome. 176.3. You guys all right with it? Just realised I do stand in front of it a lot where you guys are. 175. $220.6. November. And then December. Yeah, as we all are. All right. So you should end up with something like that. Okay. Now, hopefully your shading will be better than mine. Once again, questions they'll ask. What's the month with the biggest gap between Sydney and Brisbane? March or December? Sydney and Brisbane. Yeah. But that's the sort of question they're going to ask you. Okay. In which month had the greatest total rainfall? In which month had the least? What was the gap between the highest total rainfall and the lowest total rainfall? Those sort of things.